Hey everybody, welcome back to QOTD, and right now it's time for our Monday daily recap show. Hey everybody.
Hey.
Hello.
For those of you who are joining us for the very first time, QOTD is the Question of the Day show. It's the game show that lets you be on the air. You can join us on the air by recording your video answers to our awesome daily questions.
And you can also join us by voting for your favorite answers to determine who makes it to the weekly Big Show Championship that happens on Thursdays at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time.
We're going to show you how to make it on the air with us for Thursday's Big Show. And we're also going to take a sneak peek at one of our favorite fan answers to today's question of the day. You know, Ashton Kutcher once made his living by sweeping cereal off a factory floor, and Brad Pitt dressed as a chicken to promote a fast food chain. So today, our fans are going to share with us a job that they held that maybe they're not so proud of.
That's hysterical. But he was acting, you see. Even though he was a chicken, I'm sure that he was like the best chicken that he could be.
Yeah, he was an Oscar-worthy chicken for sure. But let's go back a little bit earlier to our top answers for Friday's question. Instead of burial, be composted. It's eco-friendly, but is it for you?
I love this. I love this question. People have had pretty interesting answers. People feel very passionately about this, but I'm like completely drawn to the question that comes after that, which is like, what do you want to grow in your little... Anyways, on Saturday, our question was sort of related to what happens to you after you die in the composting thing. The real question is, when you're reincarnated, what kind of animal, if you could choose, would you like to come back at? Who is your animal reincarnation, goal? These guys have some pretty interesting answers. I've been spending a lot of time thinking about it. My spirit animal, possibly a chipmunk, maybe.
That's a great animal. I'm thinking, honestly, like an elephant. An elephant would be so fun. You just get to stand over everyone else. It's perfect.
You got to remember everything forever.
Oh, that's true. I'll never misplace any item ever again. So, could be worse.
Be still in second grade, you're going to remember that till the day you die.
Exactly.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Blessing and a curse.
Truly. Well, we also have our top 3 answers for Sunday's question, which is, where is your hometown and what do you miss the most or least about it? Talking about memory, formative memories are made in your hometown. Home is where the heart is, as they say. So let us know what you love about that, or when you return, what you're not the most excited to come back to.
Some of those guys had pretty exotic stories. The guy on the far right, Pear, I think he was from the Netherlands or something, like someplace in Europe. And it was like, he told stories. It was like very alien. It was very cool.
Well, let's get to today's question of the day. Can we get a little drum roll, as always? What's the most embarrassing job you've ever had?
That's a spectacular question. Like Brad Pitt had a funny job, everybody had a funny job. I have my ice skating rink there because I was saying, wouldn't it be really embarrassing if you were the Zamboni driver at an ice skating rink? And I mentioned that to my wife. She's like, that's the coolest job ever. So I'm not going to say that one.
People love the Zamboni driver.
Yeah.
They get pumped.
Man, you blow it, though. You're in big trouble. You leave a divot in the ice. But yeah, no, that wasn't my job. My most embarrassing job was sort of funny. I was a flower arranger at a florist, but they didn't let me do anything fun. All I did was make curlicues on the bottom of balloons all day long.
Oh, that sounds like a sore thumb to me.
Oh yeah.
Carpal tunnel waiting to happen. Yeah.
I talked about my most embarrassing job on my anniversary video. My announcement video, so you guys can catch that. But I had a friend who worked in a bull semen factory. Yep.
Holy crow. You hang out with the finest people, Trish.
Only the finest.
I don't want to know the details. I kind of want to know the details, but no. Do you know the details?
Yes, but I think we shouldn't share.
No. It's too much. Well, I think my most embarrassing job, I actually haven't really had a very strong embarrassing job, but an unconventional job was I worked with my hometown's tech department. And so we went to all the schools, we were updating the machines, we would like go into the ceiling and string wires through the ceiling. And I never really like saw people that I knew, so it wasn't strongly embarrassing, but it was a very unconventional job that I think gave me a specific set of skills.
You were in the AV club but got paid? That's pretty much what you're saying.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
I know, and I was like going into like the above the ceiling tiles. I was seeing the room where it happens. It was very fun.
I was gonna say it's kind of fun. You get a lot of secret access and power from that job too.
Yes, I know what wires do what, so very powerful person.
Oh yeah, would not want it to get into the wrong hands. So glad that it's with you.
Thank you. Well, we have our amazing answers to today's question, but we also have a lot of really great answers from fans, even though this question is just a few hours old. And I thought we could take a moment to look at one of our early favorites. So, receiving the honor of unjustly jinxed job, tongue twister, we have James's answer. 4 J's in a row. So impressive. Let's take a watch.
The most embarrassing job I've ever had was to tarp a field during a minor league baseball game. Anytime it would rain and there was a rain delay, because all the players and all the fans are all watching you, and you don't know what you're doing. And sometimes I would run a little too far and slip and faceplant in front of 8,000 people.
He's like sliding into every base like a real player.
But you got to believe that. So you're out there every week, right? Maybe it rains a lot, but you're with 30 people. You're pushing this giant thing. You all have to move in line. The grass is totally slipping. Those guys probably fell on their faces every single week, and people would just sit there and wait to jeer them. It must have been really embarrassing.
Oh, no. Yeah, well, that brings up a really good point for me, which is how many jobs are in and of themselves embarrassing, and how many jobs are embarrassing if you do them poorly or if you make a mistake. Because I think a lot of answers are falling into the latter category.
Yeah. Could you imagine if you were like Trisha's friend working in the bovine erotica industry and you made a mistake? That wouldn't be good.
Bovine erotica.
I'm trying to come up with a polite name for what you're
I liked it. Yeah, that was...
But JJ, I agree with you. Not all jobs are inherently embarrassing, but I worked at an ice cream place, and I got to tell you, there is like definitely an art to the soft serve, like getting the perfect height, getting the perfect circumference so it doesn't fall. And I was just terrible at it. And so over and over again, I would be the one that dropped the whole cone and then had to pick it up and start over again. And one time this woman was so impatient with me, and she just looked at me and goes, "Honey, good luck with this job." And I owned the place. That was the worst part of the whole thing. You can really reevaluate.
Yeah, your career choices. Maybe
Well, and here I am with all of you.
Yes.
Yay!
You're doing great. I just want to say that.
True. No, everyone is doing really great. This job is very fun, I will say.
Yeah.
Well, we have our amazing answers to this question, but we also have a lot of other questions that people can still answer. I think so far it's 3 this week. And we also wanted to highlight one of our answers to those questions. So receiving the honor of Burial Innovation for her answer to Friday's question, instead of burial be composted, it's eco-friendly, but is it for you? We have Kate's answer. Let's take another watch.
I think it's okay to be composted and would be okay with my loved ones doing it as long as I would know where they are. So that way, if I wanted to go visit them at a greenery and I know that they are helping a tree grow, that'd be super legit. And I could be really cool things like different plants.
Yeah. What are you going to choose? What kind of plant?
I think that's really interesting because a lot of people said, well, I wouldn't want to be composted because I don't want to come back necessarily as something that is going to be ingested by another human being. But if you could choose what you would like to come back as, I think that's fantastic.
Maybe a tree, like the Giving Tree. Remember that book? That's what I want to be. Yeah.
Oh, I like that a lot. What do you think I'd come back as?
Crab apple tree.
It's like the older, meaner version of the giving tree. Thank you.
The taking tree.
After the giving tree just like suffers all the disappointments of life, it becomes a crabapple tree.
Well, fans, you've got 3 days left to submit your own videos for your chance to appear with us on our Thursday Big Show. That's a super fun finale. It's hosted by Keith J.J. Reed and I, where we go over the best of the best videos of the whole week. It's every Thursday at 8:30 a.m. on YouTube, Twitch, or right here at beyondtheair.com.
To record your answer for that big show, you can go to beyondtheair.com and click the orange record button under the 24/7 live game stream. Remember, you can still answer today's question or any of this week's other questions for your chance to tell us what plans you'd come back as, tell us about your most embarrassing job, and for your chance to be on the air with us.
And of course, we know that you can watch and you can record at beyondtheair.com, but did you know you can also play other games there, like the amazing Guess and Bid game? That's when you bid stars on the videos that you think are going to win. And then when they do, you get points that help you climb the leaderboard, and then you can show up on the air just like these guys.
Who wouldn't want to join us?
Right.
Well, thank you to everybody who joined us this morning, and a special thank you to everybody who has watched, voted, and recorded so far already. We are QOTD and Be on the Air, and we are signing off. See you on TV.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bova.